At the VC, I thought I'd do a like a thrash recommendation video. I'm not gonna do the typical Testament, Metallica, Anthrax, Exodus, Slayer, you name it. More like Megadeth, those kind of bands, but more like not so well known thrash albums from the 80s that I really appreciate and love and can recommend. So let's get on with it. I have like maybe 15 albums here that I thought I'd show and maybe recommend to those who like thrash metal and are looking for something more than just the ordinary thrash or the big bands of thrash. First is D10, Recognize No Authority. This is from 1986 on the Roadrunner label. This has a female vocalist. Very cool band, this one. Dawn Crosby, she's called. Kind of Megadeth meets Wendy Williams, if you can say. It's become kind of a cult record, this one. D10, Recognize No Authority, 1986. Roadrunner Records. I think it's Metal Blade Records in the US. Some Japanese band. Outrage, Black Clouds, Outrage, 1988 on the Polydor Japanese label. These guys sounds like Metallica. If you like Metallica, you like this one, Outrage, Black Clouds. Very Metallica-like. Some Brazilian band, Ratos de Porão. Brazil it's called. Thrashy, punky, Sepultura, Brazil. Very cool. It's from 1989 on the Roadrunner label. I do have another album called Arachnophobia too that I can recommend, from Brazil. Some UK thrash. These guys too sound like Metallica. It's Slammer-X, The Work of Idle Hands. If you like Metallica, you like these guys, Slammer-X. This is on the VEA label, VEA Records, WEA Records, Slammer-X. This is from 1989. Eccentrics, Kin. This is from 1992 actually. One of the later albums. This too sounds like Metallica. I think these guys are from the UK. It's on the Road Racer Roadrunner label. Eccentrics, Kin. Some Australian band, Mortal Sin, Force of Despair. Force of Despair. This is from 1989. These guys are from Australia, I think. A little Metallica in these guys too. This is their second album. Their first album too is great. The third one is not that great, but this one is great. I Am Immortal is a great song. First track on the album. Mortal Sin. Malaya Rage. Kill to Survive. Great thrash band too. This is from 1989, I think. Epic Records actually. Malaya Rage. Kill to Survive. Then we have Coroner from Switzerland, are they? It's Punishment for Decadence. Great band, Coroner. I don't like the first album that too much, but the other ones are great. This is from 1988 It has a great song called Masked Jackal on this one. This is my favorite Coroner album. Great thrash, technical. Coroner. Some classic thrash. Hyrax, Hate, Fear and Power. Hyrax, 1986, Metal Blade Records, and they still doing it, Hyrax. (1986). And some classic Norwegian thrash album, Equinox of Wiedersehen. I really recommend this, but this one is hard to get. It's really expensive. This is from 1989, as I remember. Great thrash band, Equinox. Especially this album, their debut album. This is like a private press, this one. It's on a label called Laughing Deer. But if you come across this one, you should get it. I've seen it released on CD somewhere too. Equinox, I really recommend this one. You should check him out at YouTube maybe, with a song called Stop or Auf Wiedersehen, and a song called The King. I know is on YouTube. And some German thrash. You know, I didn't do the Creator Destruction Sodom either, because they're I thought I'd do this one though. The first Tankard album, great album, really love this one. This is their best album in my opinion. Very like trashy punk, very good one, this one. 1986, Tankard, Zombie Attack, great album. And some US metal on the Auburn Records label, 1985. It's Destructor and Maximum Destruction, great album this one. I think it's re-released. This is an original original. There you go, Auburn Records. I think this is released in Greece or something. A reissue, if I'm not mistaken. If you like the first Slayer album, and you like this one, Destructor, I really recommend this one. Maximum Destruction, 1985, Auburn Records. And a crossover like metal punk album that I really love is Broken Bones, F-O-A-D, F of and die, I guess it means, from the UK. Great crossover punk thrash band. It's from 1987. This one is on, let's see what label this is. You tell me. Jungle Records, it says. Jungle Records, Broken Bones, great punk thrash album from the UK, this band. Some more Slayer-like trashy Blood Feast, Kill for Pleasure, Blood Feast. Classic album, this one from 1986. This one is on US Metal Records, New Renaissance Records. Blood Feast, Kill for Pleasure. One of my favorite albums, thrash albums. Dr. No, Wreckage in Flesh. Great album, this one. I really love this album. It's from what year? 88 on the Death Records, it says. think it's distributed through Melodic Records. They do a great version of the Black Sabbath song Into the Void on this one. I really recommend this. Dr. No. There you go. Original insert. Still in the shrink actually. Death Records. And another one that sounds a bit like Slayer. Blessed Death, Destined for Extinction. Sounds a little bit like the first two Slayer albums, this one. It's from 1987 on the Roadrunner label. Blessed Death. If you like the two first Slayer album, you like this one. And the last one I'm going to show, great album, Violence, Oppressing the Masses, great album. I think this has been re-released now. This is an original though, it's from 1990. It's on the Megaforce label, Atlantic, and of course Rob Flynn is the guitarist. Rob Flynn, who later formed Machine Head. And Phil Demmel on guitar is also in the Machine Heads. Violence, I really recommend this. Violence, it's engineered by Rob Wacko Hunter from Raven. And he has produced one of these two. This is produced by Rob Wacko Hunter too. He's been involved in this too. The Raven guy. Plus that. So that was a little like a thrash recommendation with some albums, not the big groups, but some smaller groups and not so known albums that I really recommend from the 80s and early 90s. Hope you enjoy. Please leave a comment and do subscribe. Until next time, God bless, take care, greetings from Norway.